everybody, welcome to another edition of James Jam. I'm Jane. This is my jam. And wasn't quite sure what I was gonna do today. And then I got asked a question on or there was a comment. And somebody asked me, how did I get into luxury? And or buying these items. And first I thought, well, that's a pretty simple question. But then the more I got to thinking about it, the more I thought, well, no, it might be a little more complicated than it seems, or maybe more in depth than I'm giving it credit for, because I've always liked handbags. I've loved handbags. I loved Coach. And Coach is what I bought when I started buying some. First it was 9 West. It wasn't called 9 West then. I forgot what it was called.
7 East.
No, it wasn't called anything with a number. I can't, or Liz Claiborne, I think it was. And then I think it was her, and then it kind of changed to 9 West, which I believe were somehow the same brands. I'm not sure. But in my heart of hearts, what I wanted was Coach. And I thought Coach was the be-all, end-all. And when I started buying Coach outlet bags, I really thought I was doing something. And
You were.
And then I really thought that I had kind of reached the pinnacle when I bought some stuff from an actual Coach store. A mall near us had an actual Coach store for a period of time, no longer.
Jinkies.
And I did buy like a tote bag from there and another little wallet, and I really thought, that was it. And I've mentioned this before a few times, I used to kind of make not jokes, but talk to my husband about how smart I was that I was buying Coach, and I seen these other people that buy these Louis Vuitton bags and stuff like that, and how ridiculous it was, because there was no way the bags that they were purchasing were that much better than what I was getting for Coach. So it was kind of like the joke was on them. Because I was getting just as good at bags and I was buying Coach outlet. And then I would buy Coach outlet, and that seemed expensive to me. Like, I would spend $100 and probably feel guilty then for about a month that I spent that much money on a handbag. I would use it, but and it was usually the only bag I would use, at least for quite some time. But it would still make me feel bad, almost a little guilty or whatever. And then I had a friend at work tell me that she liked my Coach bags, but she couldn't believe that I wore them to work every day. And I asked her why, and she said because she had a Coach bag and it sat in her closet, that it was just way too expensive, that there was no way she would wear it to work. And I said, that's just crazy. I said, if you have a bag that's that nice, the bag wants to be seen and had and loved and enjoyed. It's not having any fun sitting on the shelf in her closet. Lo and behold, she brought the bag in then the next week, and I was really pleased. And she did start bringing it in. She didn't bring it in every day, but she did bring it in quite frequently, and said she felt really good about it, and it didn't get as dirty as she thought it might, and so on and so forth. I don't think she probably ever bought any more Coach bags, but it was good to see her use them. Then fast forward, one day I was watching YouTube.
Shock of shocks.
Right, and Minx for All came on. I have no idea why. I don't know what made me watch her channel, but I watched it.
So YouTube's on the list now.
Right. I guess I just kind of liked her personality. She just seemed really interesting. I liked her reasoning behind why she bought some of her bags or got some of her bags. And then I just started kind of, you fall down the rabbit hole. You start watching all her videos. And I start thinking that maybe, just maybe, I should kind of see what this is all about. And I had to stop shaking your head, no. I had to take a business trip to Oregon. And I decided that I was going to be brave, and I was going to walk into the Louis Vuitton store, which I had never been in before, and I was going to buy myself this, if they had it. I had been looking at the Zoe wallets from Louis Vuitton. I thought they were beautiful, and I really liked the pink. And if they had this one, I was going to buy it. So I did, and my coworker was with me. She thought I was absolutely crazy, out of my mind, Could not believe that I bought it. Could not believe I spent that kind of money. She's like, I would have been having a heart attack and hyperventilating if I had bought that just now. And I said, I know, but I just wanted it. And so then I decided that, well, I wanted something else. But I wanted to choose. So, I got this where you can choose the colors in the inside, and this pochette where you could choose the colors in the inside. Well, then that led to getting a card holder where I could choose. And I kind of started buying little SLGs. They just weren't as expensive as bags, and I really liked them, and so I did it. Then I found out that we were going to go to Minneapolis. And now, where I live in Wisconsin, there is not a luxury store here. There is none throughout the entire state. Not one luxury store. We only have...
But we have lots of cheese.
Yeah, I don't think we have any Coach stores in the whole state. I think there is maybe a Kate Spade down
Spotted
in
Cow is
Milwaukee.
made here, though.
Yes, but it's hard to even find medium luxury here in Wisconsin other than outlet. We have a Coach outlet. But I was going to Minneapolis, and I was going to go into Nordstrom, and I was just going to look at Chanel. I just wanted to see some Chanel in person. And I was looking, and I got the nicest sale associate there. Her name was Constance. Now she works for Dior and Nordstrom's in Minneapolis. If you ever go there, go to her. She's super sweet. And I walked into that Nordstrom in shorts and a t-shirt, sweaty as all get out. My hair wasn't done.
It was like you were in New York.
Right. No, it was just a mess. And that lady, she treated me so kindly, and she could just see how excited I was about stuff. And I was looking at bags. And to give you an idea of when it was when Chanel came out with the flap that had like the newspaper print on it. So that was a few years ago. I really liked that, but the $6,400 price tag at the time was too much. I couldn't do it. But I knew I really wanted something, and Mick's just sitting here thinking I'm a nut job, and that there's no way on earth I'm going to be buying anything here, so why are we even looking? And she started opening up things that I didn't know opened. There were mirrors that you could open up that I thought were just mirrors, and she was bringing me out everything, and you know what? I was turning it all down. I was looking at it, it was nice, but it wasn't the one. And I was looking at it, it was nice, and it wasn't the one. And then I was looking at it, and it was nice, and it was the one. And I bought this, and it was like $4,300. It was insane. I was just super excited until I got home. And then I felt horrible about it. And I felt horrible about it, and thought I'm never going to buy another bag again.
Buyer's remorse.
I can't stand it. I paid way too much money. I'm going to be paying forever on it. Because I put it on a credit card, and I just felt horrible. And then after about, I would say a good 6 months or more, I started seeing a bag on Yugi's Closet that I liked.
So you stopped feeling bad about the first one?
No, Celine Nano Tote. And I kept seeing it, and it was only $1,000. And I thought, well, maybe what I should have done is just kind of dip my toe into it, because by this time the Chanel bag was paid off. And I was like, maybe that's what I should have done. Gotten something used and just dipped my toes in so I wouldn't have to feel so bad about it. And what happens, one day the bag's not on the site anymore. And then I'm feeling horrible. Why didn't I buy the bag? That was so dumb. I should have gotten it. I really wanted it. It wouldn't have been a horrible, too big a purchase, so on and so forth. 2 weeks later, the bag shows back up on the site. Bing, bam, boom. She buys a bag. And she never looked back. She just kept buying them. And then I really, really wanted one. I wanted a Chanel double flap, and I even convinced the man behind the camera to go in with me on it. I had paid for some stuff around the house to get done that was really, really nice. We paid for granite countertops in our kitchen and put new floors in the kitchen and stuff, and was doing some other stuff around the house. And he's just like, I'll go in with you on this one. So we did that. He actually was with me when I purchased my other little beautiful Chanel bag there. And yeah, I just haven't looked back. And it's crazy because it all started from one and then feeling guilty and then all of a sudden liking it, and it just, it never stopped. Is it crazy what we pay for them? Yes. Do I love them? Absolutely 100%. Can I buy them for cheaper? No. Do I try to get the cheapest I can? Yes. Is the quality as good as, is the quality better than mainline bags? For the most part, yeah. Now, is it thousands of dollars better? No. It's not. But is it better? Yeah, I would say it is. I have been dipping my toes into a lot more like French brands and Italian brands, and I'm finding that their quality is above like our Coach and stuff like that, to me, from what I've experienced. Like, I recently got this Floren bag, and I'm telling you, this baby she's all goodness. So do I think there'll be more of this and less mainline like Hermes, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton in my and Mulberry in my future? Yeah, I do. I think there'll be more of those kind of bags, but just kind of weighing it all out. It's like, still paying too much, I'm sure, but I feel better getting this. I think what's about the same quality as a mainline luxury brand in a bag that's not as well known, but just as good and cheaper, then that's probably the route I'll go more often now. But I'll certainly never say never to another one of these other bags. So that's kind of it. It just kind of snowballed after that got started. So if you have any other questions for me, just put them in the comments down below. I'd be glad to answer them. I think I'm going to do a Q&A pretty soon. So I'll let you know on a community post when I'm kind of ready to do that, and then I can answer more questions. But I appreciate you leaving comments at any time, so please feel free to do that. I answer all my comments. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. This coming Saturday, I have another unboxing, so I'm really excited about a bag I have to show you. And then I do put out book videos every other Thursday, and that's book focused. It's what I've purchased or been reading, or about an author, something book related. It's still my jam, but not luxury or contemporary bag my jam. If you haven't followed me already, I'm over on Instagram at James Jam. It's JAME_S_jam. Usually put up a reel every week showing you my bag of the week and the SLGs I have in it. And I think that's what I have for you today. So until next time, please do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.